Hello, welcome. Welcome to today's lesson. Today we are defining three fundamental concepts in mathematics: a variable, an independent variable, and a dependent variable. Let's start. What is a variable? In mathematics, a variable is a symbol that represents an unknown quantity or a changing value. It is used to denote numbers, quantities, or properties that can vary or change in a mathematical expression, in an equation, or in a function. Variables play a fundamental role in mathematical modeling, problem solving, and in representing relationships between different quantities. Let's see some examples. First example, consider this equation: 2 plus x equals 5. In this equation, the value of x is not known. This letter x is called a variable. Another example. In this picture, we have cycles of different sizes. Small cycles and big cycles. In geometry, the area of a cycle is equal to pi times r squared. In this formula, the letter A, which stands for area, and the letter R, which stands for radius, they are also variables because they can take different values. If you can see on this picture, the radius of this small cycle is totally different of the radius of this big cycle. For instance, for this big cycle, one can see that this is centered at point 3, and the radius will be from 3 to 4, radius equal to 1. Whereas for instance, for this cycle, it is centered at point 3, 1, but then the radius will be from 3 to some values, maybe 3.4. Yeah, then the radius will be 0.4, and the area is small. Yeah, so the size of a cycle depends on the radius, and in this formula, both A and R are considered as variables because they can take different values. Let's see another example, one more example. If I can ask what kind of weather you have, you may answer differently depending on where you are. Some will say that it's sunny, others will say that it's cloudy, others will say that it's rainy, or we have heavy rain, we have a light rain, it's thunder here, or it's snow here. Like today here it's sunny, we have a good weather, for me at least. So if we denote W to be the weather, this W can take different values depending on how the weather looks like and depending on where we are. So it can be sunny, it can be cloudy, it can be light rainy, it can be heavy rain, it can be thunder, or it can be snow. So since the weather W can take different values, we call it a variable because it can change. Let's see another example. On this picture, we have two groups of individuals. We have male individuals at the upper side, and at the bottom side, we have a group of women. So if we are interested in the gender of these individuals, so the gender can take two different values. It may be either male or female. In this case, we will say that the gender is a variable because it is taking different values. Again, if you can see on this picture, we have people of different age, younger ones, teenagers, and old people, old individuals, mature individuals. Yeah, we have individuals of different age in both groups. So if we consider the age, if we are interested in knowing what the age of these individuals and go by one and asking how old are they, maybe this is a smaller one will be, I am 1 year old. I think 1 year old, 1 year old baby cannot talk, but then maybe her mom or his dad will say that she is or he is 1 year old. Then if we go through each and every one, we will get different values for age, different ages. Then in this case, we consider the age to be a variable because it will take different values. Again, these people, they don't have the same height. They don't have the same height. We have shorter ones and the taller ones in both groups. Yeah, in this table we have, let's say, from 80 centimeters to 181 centimeters. So the height can vary in this range, in this range, at least for these people. Since the height take different values, we can consider it as a variable. If these 4 scenarios, I think every one of us can know now what is a variable in mathematics. But now, you will hear people talking an independent variable and a dependent variable. And how are these two terms differ? Let's see. Let's go through it and see. We try to differentiate those two terms. Okay. Consider again the same scenario here. As you can see that the height may change based on age or on gender. Based on age, as younger individuals tend to be shorter, and as we grow, we have height also growing. The height can also grow. Then the height depends on age. But again, it is seen that male people tend to be taller than women, taller than female people. These individuals, like this old woman, she's old, but she seems to be smaller than this old man. The same tendency, you can see it here. Yeah. So then the height can change based on either age or gender. But again, the age cannot be neither changed based on gender or height. The age will never change. This is also applied for the gender. Whatever the age we have, whatever the height we have, it will not define our gender. The gender does not change based on our height or on our age. It will never. So from this scenario, we will say that the height is a dependent variable because it may depend either on age or on gender. On the other hand, gender and age are independent variables. Let's see another example. Let's again come back to our cycles example. As I have said and I have shown you that the radius of a cycle will affect the size of it or the area of it. if we change the radius, the size or the area of the cycle will automatically change. Lowering the length of radius will lower the size of the cycle. So then in this scenario, the area is a dependent variable and the radius is an independent variable. So I hope that from now on we can be able to differentiate a variable, to define a variable, and to differentiate an independent variable and a dependent variables. This is enough for today, and next time, see you next time. Next time we will be talking about what is a random variable. Since we know what is a variable and what is an independent variable and what is a dependent variable, we can now be able to define what is a random variable, which is also another fundamental concept which is used much in statistics, much in probability, and in many fields. So welcome. I hope to see you next time. Hope to see you next time. Bye.